There will be moments in your life when everything feels heavy. Moments when you wake up in the morning and the weight of your problems feels stronger than your motivation. Moments when it seems like no matter how hard you try, nothing changes. You work hard, you push yourself, you keep believing that something good will happen, but the results never seem to come. And slowly, that little voice inside your mind starts whispering something dangerous. It starts telling you that maybe it's time to stop. Maybe it's time to quit. If you are feeling like that right now, I want you to understand something very important. What you are feeling is not weakness. It is not failure. It is not the end of your story. It is simply a moment in the journey that every single successful person on this planet has experienced. Every dream looks impossible when you are standing in the middle of the struggle. You see success stories everywhere. You see people with money, confidence, influence, and achievements. You see their victories, their trophies, their smiles, their celebrations. But what you don't see are the nights when they felt like giving up. You don't see the moments when they doubted themselves. You don't see the failures that broke their confidence or the people who told them they were not good enough. Success is never a straight line. It is messy. It is uncomfortable. It is filled with rejection, mistakes, and moments when you question everything about yourself. There will be days when you feel like nothing is working. Days when you feel like you are the only person trying while everyone else is moving ahead. Days when you feel invisible. Days when it seems like the world is ignoring your effort. But here is the truth most people never realize. The moment you feel like quitting is often the exact moment when your breakthrough is closest. Most people quit not because they are incapable of success, but because they stop just a little too early. They stop when things become difficult. They stop when results are slow. They stop when their progress feels invisible. But progress is often invisible in the beginning. Think about a seed planted in the ground. For weeks, sometimes months, nothing appears on the surface. If you look at the soil, it seems like nothing is happening. It looks empty. It looks pointless. It looks like the seed has failed. But underneath the soil, something powerful is happening. Roots are growing. Strength is forming. The foundation is being built for the tree that will eventually rise above the ground. Your effort works the same way. Right now, you might feel like your hard work is not producing results. You might feel like your dreams are too far away. But what you don't see is the growth happening inside you, the discipline you are building, the resilience you are developing, the strength you are gaining every time you refuse to quit. The truth is that greatness is built during the moments when nobody is watching. It is built during the mornings when you wake up early, even when you don't feel like it. It is built during the nights when you keep working while others are sleeping. It is built during the days when everything feels slow, but you continue anyway. Success is not created by one big moment. It is created by thousands of small decisions not to give up. And right now, this moment might be one of those decisions. Maybe life has been unfair to you. Maybe you faced rejection. Maybe you failed an exam, lost a job, lost money, lost confidence, or lost hope. Maybe someone told you that your dream is unrealistic. Maybe people laughed at your ambition. But listen carefully. Other people's opinions cannot define your future unless you allow them to. Every person who achieved something great in life was doubted at some point. People questioned their ideas. People told them it would never work. People said they were wasting their time, but they continued anyway. Not because they were always confident, not because they were always strong, but because they refused to let temporary struggles decide their permanent future. Your current situation is not your final destination. Right now, you might feel stuck, but stuck does not mean finished. Slow progress does not mean failure. Difficult days do not mean the dream is impossible. Sometimes life tests you before it rewards you. Sometimes life asks one simple question: how badly do you want it? Do you want it enough to keep going when nobody believes in you? Do you want it enough to keep trying after failure? Do you want it enough to push through fear, doubt, and uncertainty? Because the truth is that success belongs to people who stay in the game longer than everyone else. Talent helps. Intelligence helps. Luck helps. But persistence beats them all. There are people in this world who are more talented than you who never succeed because they quit too soon. There are people smarter than you who never reach their goals because they allow fear to stop them. But the person who refuses to quit has something powerful: time. When you refuse to give up, you give yourself more chances to improve, more chances to learn, more chances to grow. And growth changes everything. The person you are today is not the person you will be a year from now if you keep pushing forward. Every challenge you face is shaping you into someone stronger. Think about your future self for a moment. Imagine the version of you who didn't quit, the version of you who kept going even when things felt impossible, the version of you who turned pain into motivation and obstacles into lessons. That future version of you is waiting on the other side of this difficult moment, but you will only meet that person if you refuse to stop now. Because the difference between people who succeed and people who regret is often one simple decision: the decision to continue. You don't need to have everything figured out today. You don't need to feel confident every day. You don't need perfect motivation. You only need one thing: the courage to take one more step. Just one more step today. One more effort. One more attempt. One more day of believing that your story is not finished yet. And if today feels overwhelming, then focus on something small. Focus on the next action you can take. Focus on the next improvement you can make. Small progress still moves you forward. And forward is all that matters. Because one day you will look back at this moment, this difficult moment when you almost gave up, and you will realize something powerful. This was the moment that made you stronger. This was the moment that tested your character. This was the moment that separated who you were from who you were about to become. So if you feel like giving up right now, take a deep breath and remind yourself of something important. Your story is not over. Not today. Not tomorrow. Not until you decide it is. And the fact that you are still here, still listening, still searching for motivation means something powerful. It means a part of you still believes. And that small belief is enough to start again.